So Welily starts off the second game. Would have to be someone pretty decent, though, you'd think.
Yeah.
Well, I was impressed with how King sort of ended that first game.
Yeah.
I mean, the deficit was too big for her to bridge, but
Wow.
she really started hitting her targets a bit better, and that's absolutely crucial. She's got to get that ball running.
Yeah.
If she leaves anything short, service box area, I mean, Welily is just so good from that area.
And how was the pace of that rally from Joelle King?
Down 1 love.
She absolutely spanked every single ball in that rally. Relentless pressure.
Hitting it the right height, though, on the front wall.
Yeah. But as you say, got to be accurate too. This is some start to the second game from Joelle King.
2 love.
Well, that's how crucial ending a game well can be, isn't it? Getting that momentum back, even though you lose the game, because she's continued in the same vein.
Oh. This is really entertaining squash as well.
Well, it's a nice contrast, isn't it, between these two, the sort of subtleties of
No,
Welily and then the power and accuracy of King.
Yeah, and it's going to be a very clean game as well. I don't think we saw one decision in that first game, did we?
Yeah, it's true.
Always nice to just appreciate the squash.
Very true.
Down.
Oh, it was the right shot.
It's almost like she had too much time there.
2 all.
Well, I must give a shout out to everybody in New Zealand, who I'm sure will be many people tuned into this. It's now 20 past 10 on the Friday night, so what better way to... What about that for a start to the weekend?
Down.
Is she quite well known in New
No,
Zealand as
3 all.
as a sort of sports personality?
Yeah, she is really, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Most people that don't necessarily follow squash would maybe know who she is.
Well, of course, when you do mention the word squash in New Zealand, a lot of people say...
Susan Devoy.
First person to think about is Susan Devoy, who was actually here the other day, wasn't she?
I heard, yeah, I didn't see her.
Yeah. Yeah, she was here as part of a race relations minister role, collecting some award apparently. But no, I know there's a lot of players that I work with are subscribers to SQUASHTV, big fans. And I did promise a shout out to chap who I coach, Nathan Reimel. He'll be tuned into this.
Evening, Nathan.
Myself and Nathan used to, well, I see him every week for a session, but in the early days he used to like to get on court nice and early. 5:45 AM, would you believe? On a Thursday morning was our regular slot.
Wow.
That's commitment for you.
I don't think many of the pros could say that they do that.
Using the whole of the front wall there, Joelle King. Because she doesn't want to just rely on sheer power, does she, as we were saying?
No, good use of the lift in that rally. A couple of times.
And out 5 all.
It's important to have that element to game against someone like Welily, where there's phases of the match where you can be really dragged around the court. Need to create a bit of time for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, you've almost got to accept that there's going to be periods of time where you really,
Well, you have to defend, don't
yeah,
you?
yeah, you just have to weather the storm for a few rallies.
Down.
Well, King lucky to get away with that one.
And out. 6-5.
Oh, look at that.
Again, the serve. You'd almost be better just
And out 6-all.
using her power just to hit it down the middle.
Oh, she's plucked that out of the
Go
air.
for the out, sort of into the
Yeah.
body serve.
Yeah.
Because even if, as you said before, even if it comes offside wall, players like Welily and Shabini does it as well, they can still angle that ball into the nick.
Yeah. I think on that occasion, the Joel's serve didn't get to the side wall, did it? So she just managed to get her strings around the ball a bit easier. Yeah, it's good pressure.
8-6.
That's a good run of points from Renima Welily. She was trailing 6-5 a couple of seconds ago.
And out 7-8.
That's a better serve from Joel. Well taken. I actually caught the back end of a match with Sarah Jane Perry last night, and this shot was absolutely on song for her. Backhand volley drop.
Yeah, great balance hitting that shot.
When we talk about how close Renim's second round match was against Noor El Tayeb, Joel had to work equally as hard against Sarah Jane Perry.
Oh, the ball's gone.
Yeah. I actually think Joel might have saved a few game balls in the third game to save Sarah Jane Perry taking a 2-1 lead. So again, an example of Joel playing the big points well.
Yeah.
And you know, not just being careful on those big points, backing herself with shots like that. Just going back to the viewers in New Zealand, Vanessa, it's massively popular Squash TV over there because, of course,
since you started commentating.
I'm definitely sure that's not the reason. You know, they just have exposure to squash of this sort of caliber, really. They do have a few PSA events there, but they tend to be smaller events. And there's no really realistically close enough to travel to see this kind of squash. So
yeah, well, I'm sure that's true of a lot of places, actually. It just gives access to this level for up-and-coming players who aren't able to travel to tournaments.
Yes,
yeah, there's a lot to be learnt from
8-all.
seeing what these players are capable of, how the modern game is evolving.
Sure, it's used as a coaching tool for juniors a lot more than it used to be.
Yes.
So we're poised at 8-all in this second game. Nice fast ball after the change.
This is a fast and furious rally.
Oh.
Ooh,
Difficult to control the ball when it's just when it's brand new.
And out 9-8.
yeah, didn't quite commit to the shot there, did she, Joel? Oh, she's plucked that one out though.
Great finish. It
Slam
popped
dunk.
out, but she'd taken it so early, there was just no
9-all.
chance. Well played. Just controlling the middle of the court.
He is, yeah.
So far up the court.
10-9, game ball.
So game ball for Joelle King.
Down.
Well, that's not what Joelle would have wanted to see happen. It was another opportunity to pack a punch with the volley.
There's a ball hunt going on.
Surely we're not going to have another one.
Got stuck in the seating somewhere, I think.
This is going to...
Another new ball.
Nobody wants to see this, do they?
Someone needs to crawl under that seating.
Yeah. It's frustrating. But at least it's not an important point coming up.
Yes, 8 all and then 10 all.
So this will be the third different ball that they've used in the last 4 rallies. Going to test the focus of these two players now, isn't it?
It is, and you do just have to adapt ever so slightly with the new ball. It's just got that little bit more heat and speed in it.
Yeah.
And you saw that, I think, with Joelle. She tried the drop shot and just wasn't able to control it.
Yeah, well, she'd been putting the ball into that front corner confidently with the previous ball, and it may have just come at a slightly different pace. So that timing's just got to be adjusted very slightly.
And out, 10 all. Player must win by 2 points.
Oh.
Well, what a time for that to happen.
Game ball.
That is very fortunate. Just a nice little bounce in that back right. Gives Welily game ball.
Oh, that's a great
What
response.
a finish.
And out, 11 all.
Again, went for the hard kill on the forehand,
12-11,
but ball
game ball.
popping out. So another game ball for Welily.
Another crunching
Wow.
forehand straight ball there.
And out, 12 all.
Well, that is inch perfect from Renima Welily.
And out, 13-12, game ball. Down.
And the error from Welily this time.
And out, 13 all.
Oh, and she's hit so many winners from that position.
And out 14-13.
Just clipping
Game
the
ball.
tin. So yet another game ball for Welily. Is it number 4?
I think it is. Oh, it was an ambitious cross-court drop to go for there, really, from Renima
It
Welily.
was a strange choice from that position.
Yeah.
The ball was slightly behind her, so it was going to be very
And out
difficult to
14-all.
execute. And King was right on the tee. So another chance for King.
This is good, accurate stuff. King's on the end of this rally. She's hanging on. Still keeps that ball coming back. Not that time, though.
It's too good. Took all the pace off that ball. Too much distance to cover for King.
And out 15-14. Game ball.
Well, what a game this is turning into.
Oh, fantastic.
What a boast from that position. She was in a completely defensive position there, right
And
on her
out
back foot.
15-all.
Most players would probably opt just to lift that boast, wouldn't they, and just get it on the front wall. Somehow King has hit a winner.
Yeah, that was a low percentage shot there from Joelle King, which
Yeah.
paid off for her.
Again, the hold. It's all about the hold, just stopping
And
King's
out
movement.
16-15. Game ball.
So yet another game ball for Welily. Can she close it out this time?
And
No
that's going
lead.
to be good enough for Renima Welily.
King didn't even ask there.
17-15. Game to Welily. Welily leads 2 games to love.
So Raneem Welily, she takes that crucial second game. 17-15 in the end, a 19-minute second game. Raneem Welily leading 2 games to love.